Good evening. On behalf of the Kennett High School chapter of the National Honor Society, I welcome you to this evening's induction ceremony. Tonight we celebrate the accomplishments of the students in this room, those who have been National Honor Society members, and those who are being inducted into the National Honor Society this evening. It has been my pleasure to advise these young men and women, and it is very rewarding to work with them in the numerous service projects they provide. Here at Kennett High School, being a member of the National Honor Society is not simply about getting good grades, and becoming a member is certainly an honor. Just to be eligible for consideration, a student must maintain a 3.75 weighted grade point average. Each student is then evaluated by the entire faculty on leadership, character, and service, and finally reviewed by the faculty council. The majority of our time together at NHS meetings is planning service projects. This year, these students have done a phenomenal job raising money for causes important to them and volunteering their time to make a difference to our community. Some projects they have accomplished thus far include food drives, a blood drive, the MLK Day of Service, and projects still to come include the Red Clay Cleanup, Pennies for Patients, the Kennett Run, and of course another blood drive. I believe the service these fine young men and women have participated in gives pleasure to not only those they serve, but themselves as well. And the leadership they demonstrate in organizing the events will benefit them in many future endeavors. The school will continue to look to these fine young men and women to accomplish the National Honor Society goals and to serve as role models for their peers. As we begin our ceremony this evening, please refrain from both applause and picture taking until all of the members are on stage.
Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives each one individuality and personality. It is that without which no one can respect himself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character which guides one through life, and when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others, to be, rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. Character is like a tree, and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it, the tree is the real thing. Abraham Lincoln.
Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through opportunities inherent in scholarship. As Nelson Mandela said, a good head and good heart are always a formidable combination. But when you add to that a literate tongue or pen, then you have something very special.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in class and in school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a community, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a substantive charge to each of our members. John Quincy Adams once said, "If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader."
My office is service. Service can be established in the routine of the day's work, where many opportunities arise to help others, both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without compensation or recognition is a quality we seek in our membership and promote to the entire student body. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others."
Good evening. Tonight, I will address two of the four main principles that define the National Honor Society: scholarship and leadership. Scholarship is defined as academic study or achievement, or learning at a high level. Though the National Honor Society does not only promote every student to reach above and beyond their academic potential, it also serves to create student enthusiasm for scholarship, to instill a persistence into every member to be their best and to want to be their best, and to create a community among every student's peers that will nurture their love for knowledge. Next, leadership. Leadership is defined as the action of leading a group, team, or organization. A leader is similarly defined as someone who is in charge or command. However, in the National Honor Society, being a leader means much more. Being a leader does not simply mean delegating tasks or giving advice to those who may need it. Being a leader means fighting in the trenches with those whom one may lead, sacrificing personal interests for the greater interest of the group, and daring to venture into the unknown with the confidence that your team will not fail. One of my favorite quotes comes from Ian Kelly. He said, "Remember the difference between a boss and a leader. A boss says go. A leader says, let's go." With this in mind, every member of the National Honor Society in front of me has proven through action that they are capable of saying, let's go, and leading others to accomplish tasks that only they believed were possible. Equipped with these two core values, members of the National Honor Society can reach higher, stretch farther, and redefine notions of what is possible. Thank you.
Hello. As members of the National Honor Society, it is our inherent goal to develop in terms of scholarship, leadership, service, and character, the pillars of this esteemed organization. Through the academic opportunities presented to us as students of Kennett High School, we've had a chance to develop a strong work ethic, become curious thinkers, and foster a love for learning. As we've been given the chance to share events and collaborate with peers, we've learned how to lead. However, as Abraham Lincoln once said, "Knowledge will give you power, but character will give you respect." Undoubtedly, the knowledge we've gathered over the past 4 years is a powerful asset that has provided each of us with the confidence necessary to lead. But through various situations, it has become clear that it is strength of character that pushes us to be compassionate, trustworthy, authentic, and reliable. This quality not only allows us to lead, but fills us with the desire to be useful and involved members of our community. Through our efforts to brighten the days of those who are ailing, provide assistance for those who are on their own journeys, or simply by making things easier for our classmates and community, we have developed a willingness to serve and a sense of citizenship. The qualities that we've been able to develop through our time in society will guide us through our next chapter. We'll do what's right even when no one's looking. We'll look to lead not simply for the betterment of ourselves, but for what benefits all. We'll pursue knowledge as a way to make a change. There will come a time when we will all inevitably stumble, but I trust that the resilience in each of you will push you to rise again. The pillars that we've continuously upheld are not independent, but rather parts that grow in conjunction. As we walk down those front steps for the last time in June onto separate paths, I hope that you won't forget to honor these values. I hope that you'll look to seek educational opportunities wherever they may be, and that you'll strive to be steadfast, confident, and wise leaders who are still willing to listen. And most importantly, that you'll look to work towards the common good, selflessly, even when no one is looking. It has been a true privilege growing up with all of you over the years. You have very bright futures ahead of you thanks to all of the effort and time you put in throughout our high school experience. As you take on the next 4 years and beyond, remember, as Dr. Seuss once said, only you can control your future.
The following students were previously inducted into the Kennett chapter of the National Honor Society and have maintained their good standing. They will now receive their National Honor Society stoles. Emily Edelman. Kirsten Anderson. Amy Armitage. Callie Beeson. Catherine Bolton. Rory Bowens. Nicole Brown. Caitlin Buchanan. Rebecca Bulgarelli. Hannah Dale. Laura Elliott. Arshia Fagri. Catherine Gallivan. Jonathan Ganley. Hannah Geller. Kevin Godzik. Olivia Hartman. Phoebe Hertler. Haley Jiang. April Lynn. Marisa Maxwell. Haley McCabe. Peter O'Sullivan. Tanya Rodriguez Centora. Jessica Rosenau. Annabelle Schmidt. Darren Shuck. Kirsten Sharp. Zixuan Shen. Kavya Shetty. Hannah Shiflett. Thomas Spell. Jonathan Sweet. At this time, we ask Carlos Aldretti to join us. He was previously inducted, and we would like him to sign our membership book.
At this time, it is my pleasure to present this year's candidates for induction in the National Honor Society. Seniors, Jonathan Ball. Lillian Clark. Elizabeth Doyette. Stephen Garoba. Hannah Usar. Allison Jury. Jennifer Kemp. Peter Latanzio. Guadalupe Martinez. Heather McDonald. Alicia Saraceno. Madison Shuck. Our juniors are Tulu Adeteo, Samantha Anthony, Cody Armitage, Julie Bates, Kitty Badalora, Christian Beveridge, Casey Bruno, Michael Claracuzio, Kara Clark, Aaron Dooley, Bridget Duffy, Madeline Dungy, Kira Desi, Nicholas Ferranto, Pucci. River Geen Rogowski. Athena Grivas. Amanda Haid. Lauren Houtshan. Benjamin Henry. Denon Hornick. Emma Hopkins. Jessica Hussey. Maria Kaliakin. Ananya Kapoor. Sarang Karandikar. Casey Kohlmeyer. Christopher Kriker. Zoe Livingston. Alexander Mark. Julia Mathias. Connor McGlone. Brandon Miller. Dylan Munson. Rebecca Plummer. Angelique Racer. Emma Bracero. Aubrey Robinson. Jacob Salzberg. Colleen Sheehan. Becca Shoemaker. Dana Solomon. Megan Tandridge. Joseph Weichel. And Alexander Wilson.
Good evening. Don't worry, we're going to give you plenty of time for a photo op. Those candles are designed for 37 minutes. You'll have 4 minutes and 30 seconds to take your picture. Prior to that, it is my privilege to recite the National Honor Society pledge with our students. So students, I would ask you to repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold.
I pledge myself to uphold
the high purposes of the National Honor Society.
the high purposes of the National Honor Society,
To which I have been selected.
to which I have been selected.
I will be true to the principles for which it stands.
I will be true to the principles for which it stands,
And will maintain and encourage
and will maintain and encourage
high standards of scholarship,
high standards of scholarship,
service,
service,
leadership,
leadership,
and character.
and character.
For those of you that have already been accepted, and for those of you accepted tonight, I'd like to express my deepest congratulatory remarks. We're extremely proud of you. Now, anybody that would like to come up and take pictures, we will stop the presentation to allow you those 4 minutes and 30 seconds. same type of etiquette that we're looking for on graduation night for those that are attending. So if we keep that in mind, that would be helpful. In all honesty, I just wanted to again congratulate these students, but also have our students can turn around and give a round of applause to all the people sitting behind them that have supported them and helped them come this far. Congratulations to our families and parents today as well.
And now we're going to have the installation of our officers. The installation of any group of officers is an important and serious occasion. You, as members, have indicated your faith and trust in these, your elected officers, to serve for the coming year. Together as one organization, may you and your leaders be guided by the principles of scholarship, leadership, service, and character in your daily actions and in the activities of our chapter. Our retiring officers are President Amy, Vice President Kavya, Secretary Arshia, Treasurer Zach, and Historian Laura. A great deal of effort has been put forth by these fine young people, and they have been instrumental in the success of our organization this year. On behalf of the Kennett chapter of the National Honor Society, I would like to thank them for their contributions as officers of our National Honor Society this past year. To the incoming officers, keep in mind that by accepting office, you have indicated your willingness to give the best time and effort to carry out the principles of the National Honor Society. Yours is an important responsibility as well as a privilege. You must continue in the tradition of our chapter of dedicated leadership. I now ask Amy to pass the gavel to Megan, the 2015-2016 president. The gavel symbolizes the tools of leadership. Kavya, will you please pass the stole to Becca, vice president for 2015-2016. The stole represents enlightenment. Arshia, will you please pass the membership roll to Pearl, secretary for 2015-2016. The membership roll symbolizes the records of our honor society. Guard it well. Zach, please pass the key to Joseph, treasurer for 2015-2016. The key symbolizes the funds raised by our society exclusively for the benefit of selected causes. Laura, please pass the scroll to Aaron, historian for 2015-2016. The records we keep of our service projects and events over the year are a precious reminder of our group's accomplishments. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2015-2016 National Honor Society officers. At this time, we are concluding our evening. Please join us for refreshments in the cafeteria, and thank you everyone for coming out this evening.